Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we'll be doing a deck that got recent support. If you didn't want to end up building a deck based off the secrets from the Debal Star, or even grabbing SP, and you were just as lucky as I was and pulled all the TG stuff, this is a video just for you. So without further ado, this is the Tech Genus archetype. Starting off with the monsters, we play 3 copies of the new card, which is Tech Genus Salamander. You contribute a TG monster, especially a TG monster from your deck, with a different original name than that treated monster. If you control a TG monster, then you can target one level 4 lower TG in your grave, special summon in defense, but negate its effects. You can only use each effect once per turn. This is a great card. It's a great extender for the deck, which is 90% of the deck, just more and more extenders. So yeah, really great card. Definitely a 3 of, so that you always have access to it, although I could see an argument for dropping it down to 2. Second, another extender is TG Gear Zombie. Target TG monster you control, special summon in your hand, and the targeted monster loses 1,000 attack. You can only use this effect once per turn. It's an extender, it's a level 1 tuner, which is also important for something we'll see a little later. So yeah, once again, just another extender. Speaking of extenders, Triple Booster Raptor. If you control a TG monster, special this card from your hand. You can only special summon it once per turn this way. Once per turn during the end phase, if it's in the grave because it's destroyed on the field and sent to the grave, add a TG monster from your deck to your hand. It's another level 1 extender, which you definitely need a good amount of. Then we play 3 TG Drillfish, which, get this, is a level 1 extender. If all monsters you control are TG monsters, special this card from your hand. This card can attack directly, and when a TG you control inflicts battle damage to your opponent, target one monster your opponent controls, destroy it. So that's Drillfish, like I said, level 1 extender. All of them also, aside from the Rocket Salamander and the Gear Zombie, have less than 500 attack, which we'll get into a bit later. We then play 3 TG Warwolf. If a level 4 lower monster is special summoned, you can special this card from your hand during the end phase if it was sent to the grave. Because it was destroyed, add a TG monster from deck to hand. Another extender. Really great card. The one thing that would make this better is if it was a tuner. I really wish TG Warwolf were a tuner. Next, we play triple TG Striker. It's a level 2 warrior tuner. If your opponent controls a monster and you control no monsters, special this card from your hand during the end phase if it's on the field because it was destroyed with battle. Add a TG monster from your deck to your hand, except TG Striker. It's a fine card. If you're going second, it's really great because it gives you a combo with the Warwolf. But yeah, definitely want to play Striker. Next up, we play 3 copies of TG Rush Rhino. First attack doesn't matter, but if it's in the grave, it's destroyed on the field and sent to the grave this turn, add a TG monster from deck to hand. It's also level 4, which is really important, because it gives you a free 5 with stuff like TG Gear Zombie. If I were to take stuff out, these would be the first to go. Now a card that a lot of people are probably going to disagree with me on. 3 copies of Tank Grub. Just as synchro material for a TG Synchro monster, treated as a non-tuner. It's also a level 1 tuner. If this card is sent to the grave for a synchro summon, you can special a level 1 TG token in attack position. We'll get to why we're playing 3 of this later, but yeah, definitely recommend playing 3 Tank Grub. Then we play 2 copies of Screw Serpent. When it's a normal special summon, you can reborn. You can banish this card from grave to TG you control, increase or decrease level by 1. Second effect rarely comes up, but it's a great card to summon off of your Trident Launcher. Another good card to summon off Trident Launcher is TG Catapult, which is a level 2 dragon. Once per turn, special level 3 lower TG from monster from your hand. It's a fine card. It's another summon off of your Trident Launcher. Moving on to spells. Play 3 of the new secret rare card, TG Limit Removal. Discard a card. Add 2 TG monsters with different names from your deck to your hand. You can banish this card from your grave, turn a TG in your grave, shuffle it into the deck, or if you control a TG monster, add it to your hand instead. Really great card. Definitely want to add 3 copies of this. It's search 2 for discard 1. Fantastic card. It's also a secret rare from the latest set, but it's also dirt cheap. So the entire deck is really inexpensive. So next up is 3 copies of TG All Clear. TG All Clear says that all TGs on the field become machine monsters, and during your main phase you can get an extra null summon of a TG. Also, during your main phase, destroy a TG monster in your hand or field. If you do, add a TG monster with a different name from your deck to your hand. Great card. Because it makes all of your TGs machines, you get to play 3 copies of Machine Dupe. Here's where that tank grub really comes in handy. Or even the smaller ones like the fish, because you can Machine Dupe, and then you have a free Trident Launcher for one of your 2 normal summons. So definitely playing 3 Machine Dupes, so you can get a free summon of that Trident Launcher. For the 1-ofs, we play one for one Foolish. I've seen some people play 1 Rhoda, just to get to your Striker a little easier, and I could definitely see that. I would probably take out one of the Rhinos for another Rhoda. Finally, 1 Close. It's an Omni Negate while you control a Machine TG. If a Synchro Monster is banished while its card's in your grave, you can set it, banish it when it leaves the field. That is it for the main deck. Moving on to the extra deck. Play 1 TG Trident Launcher. Once again, I've seen people play 2. I would definitely take out a Power Glad to put in another copy of Trident Launcher. Takes 2+ effect monsters, including a TG monster. If this card is linked, summon special ATG. 1 from hand, 1 from deck, and 1 from graveyard in defense to the zones this card points to. However, you're locked into TG monsters. Also, your opponent cannot target TG Synchro monsters this card points to with card effects. Fantastic card. You summon this out, and it lets you get whatever you want from deck, +1 from hand, +1 from field. Great card, absolute 3 of. Or absolute starter for the deck. It's a shame it's only 3, but it works. Play 2 Mighty Striker, level 2 Warrior Tuner. Once per turn during your opponent's main phase, quick effect Synchro Summon. And then, if this card is Synchro Summon, you can add a TG Spell Trap from deck. This is where you either get you Continuous or your Search Spell, depending on whether or not you have one of the 2 in hand. My one qualm with this guy is that he should absolutely be a non-tuner. Because all of your best tuners in the extra deck are level 5s, which gives you some awkward numbers. I do play 1 Recipro Dragonfly, just because it allows you to recycle. It's kind of a desynchro on legs, and that's important because you are playing 1 copy of TG Hyper Librarian, which lets you draw every time a synchro monster is synchro summoned. I do play 1 Power Glad, just because he's a non-tuner level 5. 1 Wonder Magician, which allows you to synchro on your opponent's turn, and when this card's synchro summon, you can MST. I want to play a second Dragonar. My second one hasn't come in yet, so just imagine I'm playing a second Dragonar. It's right here. If I feel like doing it post-ed, I'll put in a horribly edited copy of this, but 2 Dragonar. When it's synchro summoned, it soul charges any TGs in defense position, however locks you into TG. Then if this card in the field is destroyed, draw a card. 2 Star Guardians. It is a level 5 Tuner Synchro. Once per turn, during an opponent's main phase, you can quick Synchro. If this card is special summoned, target a TG in your grave, add it to hand. And once per turn during the main phase, special a TG from hand. Fantastic card. These are all the level 5s we're playing, other than Hyper Librarian. We play 1 Blade Blaster, which is a targeting negate for spell traps. It is a... we're playing 1 Shooting Star TG. That is a targeting negate. It also is an battle negate, and if it's in your grave, quick effect tribute 1 Synchro Monster, or 2 Synchro Monsters special this card. 1 Halberd Cannon, which is a Solemn. And 1 Glaive Blaster, which allows you to banish stuff on your opponent's field equal to the number of non-tuners used for its Synchro Summon. Now, the important thing with all of these is they all take only Synchro monsters, only Synchro tuners, and only Synchro non-tuners, which is why it's really important for you to dig into your extra deck and get a lot of Synchros on board. It's a very funny deck. I've enjoyed playing it. It is a bit bricky, but it's very entertaining to sit there and Synchro summon for, 5-10 minutes and still end on a board that's pretty laughable nowadays. But either way, I enjoy it. It's a fairly inexpensive deck. I'm pretty sure you can get it all for less than 20, 25 bucks. So hopefully you all enjoyed that. I will try to keep these videos coming weekly. But thank you all for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.